Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. November is shaping up to be an exciting month for virtual reality gaming, with tons of highly anticipated titles coming to headsets like PSVR 2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down all the biggest VR releases you need to know about for November 2023. Kicking things off on November 2nd, we already have the complete edition of Peaky Blinders. The King's Ransom arrived on PSVR 2 and PCVR. This version includes all the post-launch DLC from the original game, so PSVR 2 owners can experience the full Peaky Blinders story in VR for the first time. If you're looking for something more relaxing, check out Power Wash Simulator VR from FutureLab and Dreams. It takes the popular flat-screen game and adds VR-specific features like quick nozzle changes. Staying on November 2nd, there's the sci-fi adventure Space Salvage, which came to Quest and PCVR. You play as a trainee in an intergalactic corporation, gathering resources and upgrading your ship across 30 different crash sites. For horror fans, Vampire: The Masquerade – Justice brings stealth RPG gameplay to PSVR 2 and Quest as you take on the role of a vampire. Additionally, the indie shooter Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare is also arriving on PSVR 2, Quest, and PCVR, utilizing PS5 features like adaptive triggers. Then on November 3rd, I hope you have seen Liminal Phase, a psychological horror set in an alternate 90s, coming exclusively to Steam VR. And talking about upcoming games in November, then on November 7th, the spider hunting game Kill It With Fire VR scurries its way onto PSVR 2 using eye tracking to let you pick up objects just by looking at them. November 9th is also shaping up to be a massive day for VR releases. One of the most anticipated is the PSVR 2 version of Barbaria, the critically acclaimed blend of tower defense strategy and hack-and-slash action. PSVR 2 players can experience the game's handcrafted environments and expertly turn combat in stunning fidelity, making this a must-play for action fans. The 9th November will also see the launch of DeMayo Battles on Quest and PCVR, bringing competitive 1 vs 1 and 2 vs 2 PvP to the expanded DeMayo universe. Players will be able to test their skills against others using the same polished turn-based tactics from the co-op original. For those seeking a parkour challenge, get ready for Stride Fates, a new campaign expansion to the free-running favorite, hitting Quest first, and sci-fi shooter fans can jump into the intergalactic world of X8 as the 5 vs 5 multiplayer game leaves early access for its full Quest and PC VR launch. Later in this month, more multiplayer mayhem arrives as Pavlov Shack graduates from App Lab to a full release on Quest on November 14th. This will let even more players enjoy the intense team-based combat Pavlov is known for in VR. The 16th of November also marks a major milestone. Assassin's Creed first dive into VR with Nexus. Exclusive to Quest 2 and 3, Nexus lets fans finally embody legendary assassins like Ezio and Cassandra in epic stealth action gameplay. On the 17th, Escape Room fans can enjoy Room of Reality's official launch on PCVR and Quest after a successful early access run, and cinematic melee combat comes to life in PSVR 2's Tiger Blade, set on the streets of a stylized futuristic Korea. As we approach the end of the month, the mech sports game Mecha League enters early access on Steam VR on the 29th. Then on the 30th, mobile hit Cookie Run: The Darkest Night arrives on Quest, along with unique platform Next Move on Quest and PCVR. The Sniper Elite series also continues on Quest with Sniper Elite VR Winter Warrior. And to round things up, Stranger Things VR lets you wreak havoc on Vecna in their hit Netflix series when it launches on November 30th. Outside of specific dates, keep an eye for 5 vs 5 shooter Breachers on PSVR 2 and rhythm game Lofi Katana on PCVR sometime in November 2. As you can see, there's a huge variety of VR games represented across platforms this month. I'm personally most excited to check out Assassin's Creed Nexus and see how the series handles the shift to virtual reality. And Stranger Things VR sounds incredibly immersive as well. But I want to hear what you all think. Which of these November VR releases are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more coverage of all the latest VR games. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.